Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and I'm here to talk about the new California landscape. Used to be grass right here, and what we did here was we actually installed, it will rip the grass out. When we put this red earth, it's called DG. You can see it's kind of this orangish thing, orangish red dirt, and it's called DG. It's totally permeable, and you don't have to water it. It's fabulous. And the reason we're putting this here is because it makes a great space that you can walk on, or if you want to put furniture on it. The homeowners here are actually going to put a vertical aeroponic system, so they'll save about 95% of water on their vegetables. We're also, there's such a huge carbon footprint when you buy food at the grocery store. Their goal, lower their grocery bill. They're avocado freaks. You know, our brain is 60% fat, the right kind of fat that avocados provide. So these are 10 little cado trees. They call them little cados. It's a tag right here. It's a dwarf little cado avocado tree. Fabulous tree, and the nice thing about this is, well, let me tell you the bad thing about regular avocados, and it's not really bad, but if you're a homeowner and you have a giant avocado tree and you try climbing the tree and you're 3 stories up and you fall, it's death. So eliminate the accidents with a little cado tree. So little cado tree actually only grows about as high as the tip of my finger here. So they don't have to trim them for one. You don't have to climb them for one. You might have to use a step stool eventually, but these things will get about 8-9 feet tall, and they'll block out the house next door. They'll take away this blank wall, and then we put a citrus tree over here, a little bougainvillea hanging over, and then we've got a citrus here, and we've got a citrus over on the other side. Now you probably are wondering what this little box is doing right here. That's called a clean out. And it's a clean out for drip irrigation. So one of the things that we discussed was that we really wanted to save water. Saving water, the best way to save water in the landscape is with drip irrigation. So this has got a zone all its own. It's got to be efficiently watered, and they're going to save over 60% water using drip irrigation. There's none of that overhead spray. Now here's an interesting thing. Follow me, and I want to explain something here. Well, these are a lot of new plantings here. These are called yuccas. They don't need, agaves, and they don't need a whole lot of water. In fact, when they get this size, they don't need any water at all. So we did run some drip irrigation to the bushes up there. Those green bushes are called John Edwards, Rhamnus alternus, Italian buckthorn. They're a fabulous tree. Once they sink their roots in the ground, they're going to need as much irrigation as these agaves. And we didn't even run irrigation to these agaves, because why give some water to something, precious resource of water, to something that really doesn't need it. So follow me, and I'm going to show you something. So we did add some color spots here. Right now we're washing down up there. We're packing in the mulch really tight. We did get some, these are aeonium, or hens and chicks. They're actually going to get some flowers to them. And then over here, we've got, you can see this is the drip irrigation. We like using the Rainbird copper shield technology drip irrigation because it has a little strip of copper in it every 12 inches, and that copper will prevent root intrusion. It creates an acid. Over here, this was existing actually. You wouldn't know it was here. The boys cleaned it up. This is beautiful, magnificent sago palm. This thing is just incredible. Look at the trunk on this. In fact, it developed a pup, and the pup is growing up, so we cut it back a little bit. We put some miscanthus bushes here, but this is fabulous. We also put drip irrigation to the new plantings. So, and if you follow me, now this is the new California landscape, and the new California landscape is stuff that looks pretty but doesn't use a lot of water. Now, I'm going to take you to another area. One of the most common requested things that is asked for in a landscape is, I don't want to see my neighbors. And so if you have an issue where you have neighbors next to you under 2 stories, and let's say you have a 1-story and they have a 2-story, it's like you're living in a fishbowl. People look at a fishbowl, they feel like they're living in a fishbowl here. So we have these Italian buckthorns. Again, these are fabulous. If you take a look at it from over here, you come down here and get a shot of that. These are just absolutely beautiful. They're already 7 feet tall. They'll eventually get to about 12 feet tall. You don't need to trim them. I mean, that's about maximum of what they'll get. And the beautiful thing about these things is that once they're established, they'll need about as much water as as a cactus, as a succulent. They're just beautiful. So we'll say we install these. So I just wanted to make mention that this is the new California landscape in Los Angeles, Southern California, San Diego. This is really what we need to do. The water usage here, eventually, it's gonna be, you know, a few hundred gallons a week minimum in the hot summer months, and then they'll be able to turn the irrigation off in the wintertime. So Mike from Enviroscape LA signing off. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.